Imagine living in a world of gold-plated faucets, private jets, and a billion-dollar empire, only to be told you aren't allowed to touch a single drop of water. This isn't a dystopian novel. It is the alleged reality inside the hidden corridors of Kylie Jenner's Hidden Hills mansion. For years, we've watched the youngest self-made billionaire curate a life of absolute perfection. But behind the heavy iron gates and the filtered Instagram stories, a much darker narrative is beginning to surface. The glass house is finally cracking. 2 different employees have stepped out of the shadows, risking everything to file explosive lawsuits that paint a picture of Hollywood royalty turned domestic tyrant. We aren't just talking about long hours or demanding bosses. We are talking about allegations of psychological warfare, racial discrimination, and a total disregard for basic human rights. Is Kylie Jenner the ultimate girl boss? Or is she the architect of a workplace nightmare that would make even the most hardened corporate villain blush? The truth is no longer being kept in the family. To understand how we got here, we have to look at the pedestal Kylie Jenner occupies. She is the crown jewel of the Kardashian-Jenner machine. Since she was a teenager, she has been marketed as the ultimate success story. A beauty mogul, a fashion icon, a mother, a woman who has it all. But empires are not built by one person. They are maintained by an army of invisible hands: housekeepers, assistants, chefs, and security guards. These are the people who see the celebrities when the cameras are off and the makeup comes off. For most of us, working for a billionaire sounds like a dream. You expect the best pay, the best perks, and a front row seat to history. But for Hannah, a housekeeper who started her journey with Kylie in 2019, that dream rapidly dissolved into a grueling cycle of exhaustion and fear. Hannah didn't walk into this job expecting a fight. She walked in expecting to work. But from the very first week, the red flags were everywhere. According to the legal filings, the basic labor laws that protect every citizen were treated as mere suggestions in the Jenner household. No lunch breaks, no rest periods, no moment to simply breathe. When you are cleaning a mansion that spans thousands of square feet, the physical toll is immense. But the physical exhaustion was nothing compared to the environment created by those in charge. Hannah claims that the atmosphere was poisoned by her immediate supervisor, a woman who allegedly saw Hannah not as a person, but as a target. The details of the harassment are gut-wrenching. The lawsuit alleges that Hannah was subjected to constant mockery. Her ethnicity and her race became weapons used against her. Imagine trying to perform your duties while your supervisor laughs at your accent. Imagine being called stupid simply because English isn't your first language. This wasn't a one-time occurrence. It was a calculated daily effort to break her spirit. And when Hannah did what any brave employee would do, when she reached out to the one person she thought would protect her, the response was chilling. Hannah wrote a heartfelt, desperate letter to Kylie Jenner herself. She assumed that as a woman and a mother, Kylie would be horrified to learn what was happening under her own roof. She was wrong. Instead of an investigation, instead of an apology, Hannah claims she was met with retaliation. Kylie reportedly took that private letter and handed it directly to the very supervisor Hannah was complaining about. It was a death sentence for her career and her mental health. The punishment was swift and brutal. Her wages were slashed. Her duties became more degrading. She was no longer just a housekeeper. She was a pariah in a palace. The most shocking rule of all? The ghost protocol. Hannah alleges she was strictly forbidden from making eye contact with Kylie. If Kylie walked into a room, Hannah had to disappear. She was instructed to act as if she didn't exist. She was a phantom in a house she spent all day cleaning. But the cruelty didn't stop at silence. It extended to the most basic of human needs. In one of the most disturbing allegations to ever hit the tabloid circuit, the lawsuit claims that staff were forbidden from drinking the bottled water in the house. It was referred to as Kylie's water. While working in the California heat, maintaining a massive estate, these employees were allegedly told that the hydration inside those walls was for the elite only. It is a level of pettiness that feels almost impossible to believe, yet it is documented in a court of law. How does a person with more money than they could spend in 10 lifetimes justify denying a worker a glass of water? The timing of this lawsuit is not a coincidence. It follows closely on the heels of another legal battle involving a different housekeeper, Angelica. The stories are eerily similar. Allegations of being overworked, underpaid, and treated with a level of disrespect that borders on the medieval. Angelica even claimed that hangers were thrown at her. These aren't isolated incidents anymore. They are a pattern that suggests the Jenner household operates on a hierarchy of human value, where the people at the bottom are seen as disposable tools rather than living, breathing human beings with rights and dignity. This behavior doesn't happen in a vacuum. If you look at the Kardashian history, the cracks in the facade have been showing for years. We remember the stories of Kendall Jenner being accused of being rude to waitstaff. We remember the allegations that the family's various brands haven't always paid their factory workers in developing nations. We see the way they interact with their assistants on their reality shows. It is often played off as comedy or high-stress television, but when you strip away the e-news music and the clever editing, what you're left with is a group of people who seem fundamentally disconnected from the reality of the working class. While these lawsuits are gaining steam, Kylie is busy trying to pivot her image. The beauty empire is cooling off, so she has entered the world of high fashion with her brand, Kai. But even here, the controversy follows her. The brand is being slammed for being out of touch, dropping collections with tank tops that cost $80 and sweatpants that retail for nearly $500. It is a bold move in an economy where her core audience is struggling to pay rent. Even worse are the accusations of fake inclusivity. The brand advertised a wide range of sizes, but customers quickly realized that the larger sizes were almost never actually in stock. Critics are calling it a social experiment or a marketing ploy. It seems Kylie wants the credit for being inclusive without actually having to produce the clothing for plus-sized women. What does this mean for the future of the Jenner brand? In the past, the Kardashians were Teflon. No scandal could stick, no rumor could bring them down. But the world is changing. We are living in an era of accountability. The public is no longer blinded by the shine of a diamond-encrusted lifestyle if they know it was built on the backs of mistreated workers. The eat the rich sentiment is at an all-time high, and Kylie Jenner has positioned herself as the ultimate target. Hannah eventually quit in 2025. Her resignation letter was a cry for help. She spoke of biting her nails off from anxiety. She spoke of the sleepless nights. She spoke of the brother she lost and how she was denied the time to even attend his funeral mass because Kylie had a dinner party that required staffing. Let that sink in. A dinner party was deemed more important than a human being's right to grieve. It is the ultimate display of the billionaire's blind spot. Kylie's legal team has remained largely silent, likely hoping this will blow over with a quiet settlement and a strict non-disclosure agreement. But the cat is out of the bag. The court of public opinion is already in session. If these allegations are proven true, it won't just be a legal loss. It will be the end of the Kylie myth. You can't be a relatable influencer and a heartless boss at the same time. You can't sell a lifestyle of luxury to people you wouldn't even allow to drink your water. This is more than just celebrity gossip. This is a story about the power dynamics of the modern age. It's about what happens when we turn human beings into gods and forget that they are subject to the same laws as the rest of us. The walls of the Jenner mansion are high, but they aren't soundproof. The voices of the people who were silenced for years are finally being heard. And as more evidence comes to light, as more receipts are filed in court, the world is watching to see if Kylie Jenner will finally have to face the one thing she can't buy her way out of: the truth. The era of the untouchable celebrity is ending. The glamour is being stripped away, and what's underneath is far from pretty. We are witnessing the beginning of a massive shift in how Hollywood operates. No more ghost protocols, no more denied water, no more silence. The question isn't if Kylie will survive this scandal. The question is, who else is hiding secrets behind their mansion doors? The exposure has only just begun. The lights are on, the cameras are rolling, and this time, the script isn't being written by a Kardashian publicist. It's being written by the people who were once forced to disappear, and they have a lot more to say.